So apparently I've been living under a rock. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm about to go live on Facebook in a second. Also, so we're gonna call this I've been living under a rock. If I can get the damn thing to work. Okay, Facebookers and YouTubers alike. Um, so I've been apparently living under a rock because I just watched this thing on The View. So clearly, I really don't watch that much TV. I probably spend more time playing video games and trying to study and trying to keep up with everybody else than watching social media and TV and stuff like that. And granted, I do use social media, but only for like emergencies or posting videos like I'm doing right now. So I just seen on The View that some lady, I don't know where or how I missed this, but apparently some lady caught the cops on some people down in Miami, and this is a little bit of a racist thing because they were black and they were cooking out. Okay, well, I don't think anything came out of that, but apparently I've been living under a rock because I didn't know that you couldn't cook out in public parks and stuff like that. Our park has a grill. I don't think anybody's used it since the park's been built, but our park has a grill. I'm going to cut my lights on just in case somebody calls the cops on me for recording without my light on. Anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm watching this thing. I'm like, so how bad off do you have to be? Or how much drama do you need in your life that, how you doing? I can't pronounce your name. Your new nickname is DB. Okay. Anyway, sorry I had to get that out there. Just shout out since I'm online. I don't understand that, first off, I don't know what the fuck a meme is, but I'm learning. I don't really know technology, so like I said, bear with me. I'm learning. As all things, we can be taught things, we can learn things, and we can also forget things. But I've been living under a rock because apparently there have been more small racial issues with people calling the cops on black people. All right. Now I know about the one with the university student who was sleeping in the lobby or whatever, and the lady called the cops on her, and the young lady went through so much BS about showing her identity there and everything. Okay, first and foremost, college students bust their ass and their brain. I'm not a very smart college student, so hopefully I'm busting my brain. I'm not really busting my ass. My ass, I only have one good cheek left, so that's pretty much the end of that. But, why is it that we can't get past race? And I'm pretty sure this is only an American issue mostly. But other countries, when one of us Americans go there and fuck up, then it fucks it up for the rest of America and things like that. Like the kids that had money that could decide to steal the damn Louis Vuitton shades. So we pretty much know that they fucked it up for black people in China. Whether those black people are American blacks or people from other countries that black people have descended on. So what the hell is it? Is it like something mental? Something that we've been raised as children to just like start hating each other? I'm going to give y'all this story in this video. When I was younger, back in my grand old school of Berlin Moran, none of us kids knew shit about color. You know, I didn't know that I wasn't anything more than black until kids pointed out how white my mom looked. Alright? Then upon research and find out that I'm not just black, I'm multicultural, it kind of opened my eyes, and not so much as a curse, but as a blessing. If you are mixed, you are actually more blessed than you think. Alright? I didn't know how blessed I was until I started doing research about the culture of my ethnic backgrounds. Native Americans, we got strong ties to America. So when people ask me if I'm all American, yes I am. Because I am part Cherokee, I am part black, and I am part white. And those are the nations that basically formed this country by blood, sweat, tears, a little bit of thing called slavery, a little bit of thing called reservations, and everything else is just economic. You know, when you check your history and your family and your background, especially if you're an American, it's very important to know where you came from. so you know where you're going. It's very important for you to not live under a rock. Now, I say I've been living under a rock because I didn't know that more of these events happen where people have called the police on black people for something as small as like possibly passing gas. You know, are you that insecure about your security that you won't let people have a cookout or you won't let people sleep in a lobby? There's a couple more. Do I need to bring up Starbucks? Probably not. But why is this happening? I'll tell you why it's happening. Because I've said this before on one of my videos on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. For those on Facebook who are watching. We, as Americans, I'm sorry, I love my country. I love everybody in my country, even the people who don't love me, who walk around in hoods and grand wizarding and neo-Nazis and white power and all that other bullshit. I love everybody until you do something to make me not love you. I'm not going to blame every white person on earth for slavery. You see where I'm going with that? I'm not going to blame every black person on earth for having nigger moments that fucks it up for the rest of the black people on earth. I'm not going to blame people for the actions of one. And this seems to be an ongoing trend of blaming people for the actions of one. So let me put it to you like this. Nice and smooth. The reason why this is such a problem is because no matter who you are, no matter what color or gender you are, no one has the balls to take a group of people, 2 of each ethnicity, and set them in a motherfucking room and have a goddamn discussion on why you were raised to hate someone over a different skin color. Let's keep that shit real. If you're racist, it's because you were raised racist. Doesn't mean you have to be racist, but you are. Acknowledge your shit and then sit down and get to know somebody black. Hopefully you will get to know somebody who's a decent black person so that you won't assume that all of us are ass-cracking, pot-smoking, weed-sniffing, cocaine-shooting motherfuckers. Of course, you should know that black people aren't the only people who do those drugs that I just named. There are some Asians that do that drug. There are some white people that do that drug. And I can't go around and accuse every white person of heroin using or cocaine using or being just all out a druggie. We all have problems. Period. The problem, big problem, is that none of us are willing to find the solution to the problem. The problem with racism is really simple. Some people have been raised racist. Some people have been raised right. Now, if you think that white people are the only racists on the planet, then you need to be kicked in the ass because there are just as many black people who are racist towards white people as there are white people who are racist towards black. And the same thing goes with any other race. That they're racist to anybody, you're fucking racist. So it doesn't really matter if, hey, well, I'm Mexican. I like all Mexicans and I like Asians, but I hate white people. Still racist. Yeah, and if a white person said that, that would make them racist. If a black person says that, that would make them racist. So if you hate anybody, no matter what their race is, if you hate them because of their race, then you're a racist. We don't want to confront racism. And that's why racism will always be a fucking problem. Because we're not going to sit down in a group of people and try to be adults without arguing or raising our voices to the highest point of, I can get louder than you, my dick is bigger than yours, so I have the floor, until we all grow up and learn how to communicate peacefully and properly. I won't be the only one living under a rock. I'm James Williams Jr. For Facebook, thank you. For Kung Fu Havoc number 2, be seeing you.